Hello friends, how are you doing? In today's lesson, I'm going to show you how to use database trigger in Oracle for auditing purpose. There is one trigger. There is a table called employee master, which I have given name emp_mst. Now this table has a trigger which is called audit trg. Now this audit trg, this is after transaction trigger. It tracks on both on insert, update and delete. Both of the three are included in one trigger. Okay, now this thing is actually this trigger is actually using something which is called DBMS session context, or preferably we call it sys context. So in sys context, there is a parameter which is called user end we say, and it has different kind of parameters, values. Now I'm going to show you what exactly. First, let me give an example. No records. Here also we have no records. Now I'm going to insert a record. Suppose employee ID 1, employee name Robin, age. So you can see on the left side we have this EMP ID, EMP name, age and salary. So I'm going to insert it. Robin, then suppose Steve is 35,000. Now let us see what is in given when to audit table. See, so we have schema name, we have table name, we have terminal name, we have host name, we have terminal IP, we have host IP, and connecting users, which user the user has connected, what is the transaction time and what is the transactional flag. Okay, so if it is an insert, it is an insert. If it is delete, it's a delete. If it is an update, it's an update. Now we will just go to employee ID 2 and change 35,000. Suppose 35,500. Employee ID equal to 2. Okay. Now let us see what is the result in the audit table. Okay. Now we have another record, which is update, and this is the time, and all the parameters are same because it is done by me, the same user. Now let us see the delete one. Now I'm going to delete this. Done. Okay, so we have a delete record. So whatever activity will be done by the employee, by the user, then it will go to the audit table, and from building a summary report every month, the monitoring team or whoever administration can just go through that what activity is done by the user. So let us go to the trigger table. Okay, just a moment. So see, we are using to get this environment, this very values. Okay, so one, we have current schema with the schema in which the tables resides actually. Then we have the terminal name. Okay, terminal name is the OS user, that is a client. Okay, so server may be in one country or one particular place, and user can be working from any other end. Okay, maybe the server is in Europe and user is working from Brazil or India or somewhere else. Okay, so the terminal IP will be provided, given as the user who is connecting through that place. Okay, his public IP address or whatever. Connecting IP, if he is connecting to some virtual private network, so that IP address will be fed into this database through this OS user. Next is server host. Server host, basically the server host or host IP is only required when there is some cloud kind of thing. Okay, so suppose there is some cloud environment where maybe IP may be changing and maybe monitoring team or auditing team want to check from exactly which server host this transaction happened. Okay, so in that case host name and host IP is important, and terminal IP is same. So I'm extremely sorry from my machine, or maybe it is from a SQL developer or whatever, I'm not getting the terminal IP. Okay, it is coming as unknown. Connecting user is the current user which have been logged in. Let us just go through again. See, Neil is the actual connecting user. Okay, so if you see the my user, if I go to the properties of the my user, you can see that my username is Neil. So that is the connecting user. See, this is the username is Neil. Okay, so then the transaction time. Okay, that is the current timestamp. Okay, so if you go to the audit table structure, you can see these all are varchars. Okay, but the transaction time is timestamp, which is actually taking the let us go to the trigger. We are giving transaction time equal to sys timestamp. Okay, so now what we are doing, how we are getting the transaction flag. Transaction flag we are getting if inserting, then transaction flag equal to insert. If updating, okay, so actually if you know a little bit about insert, update and delete trigger, okay, so we can include both of three in one trigger, adding as insert or update or delete on the table name, and then we can provide an if clause like if inserting, else if updating, else if deleting. So in both these three cases, there will be an insert of record in the audit table. Okay, here it is inserting. So in the audit table, we can see the table name, because see, we are creating this audit table, inserting into this audit table through for every table there will be a trigger. Okay, so right now that is what we are doing. Okay, maybe later on we can do something else, create a global trigger kind of thing. Okay, so which will actually, but for table activity, individual table activity, trigger has to be created on it to understand the transaction. Right now what we are going to do, so we are going to create a trigger for each and every individual table which we want to monitor. So we have schema name, we have hard coded the table name, then we have the terminal name, host name, terminal IP, host IP, connecting user, transaction time, transaction flag. Okay, so whenever there is a transaction DML happening, whether it is insert, update or delete, a record is getting inserted into audit table. So this is how this works. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you the table structure. I'm going to write a script. In that script, I'm going to give you the table structure of both the employee master table and audit table. Also share you the trigger code. You can go through it. Please come up with any kind of question. Okay, put it in the comment section, and please subscribe to my channel and also share this video if you like it. Share to others. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. See you soon.